What's good guys, and welcome to Pleavin Power's new YouTube channel. This today is going to form part of what we want to call episode 1. You join me currently in our Cummins KTA50 G3 650 kVA canopy, soon to be married back up with its engine and alternator, which has received a 0-hour rebuild, which I'll show you shortly. So guys, you join us in this 3516 Caterpillar engine container. What we've done recently over the last 7 months is take this engine out of this box and carry out extensive engine repairs. But the reason for this is it suffered a catastrophic cylinder failure. It was easier for us to remove it from its box completely, and whilst it was out the box, carry out a load of canopy repairs and upgrades during this project. What we've done is completely completed a 0-hour rebuild on the engine and alternator itself, which involved taking it down to every last nut and bolt and rebuilding it back up from the ground. And then we've carried out extensive upgrades, including LED lighting, new distribution panels, new radiators and new exhaust fans, which will bring this generator into sort of the 21st century to compete with modern equivalents within the marketplace. So at the end of January we received these two machines behind me, this SDMO and this Perkins CV12. The CV12 came in to have its core plugs replaced and a control system upgrade, and the SDMO has had some new injectors and a low bank test carried out. These will be going back on a wagon to the end user by the end of the week. We'll be catching up with them to reinstall them later on in the month. So guys, behind me you'll see the KTA G3 Cummins that we've currently just got going through its final PDI process. This engine has received a 0-hour rebuild, whereby we've taken it down to its crankshaft and completely rebuilt it back from the ground up. Whilst the engine was getting done, the alternator has been away to the customer, who is an end user that provides turnkey rotating machinery overhauls. This overhaul company uses this machine to carry out load bank testing and physical process testing the machines once they've been repaired. Now it's received a 0-hour rebuild, it'll be capable of providing reliable and long-standing power for the client for the next 10 years or more to come. So now you look at this next project with me. We've currently got an in-house design team that have manufactured and designed ATS panels that you will have seen on our social channels. They've been so successful, and so much so that we're now manufacturing anywhere between 3 to 4 panels every 2 weeks. This is the next batch that are currently awaiting for the transfer switches to be installed before they'll be modified and brought up to the Pleavin Power standard, which people love so much. So guys, let's talk about project number 4. This FG Wilson is currently going through a control system upgrade, whereby we've removed the Woodward controller and are going to install a synchronous Deep Sea 8610 controller for the client. Also, the machine came in to us with a blown main stator, which has now been rewound by our friends at Bellwood Rewinds. The system's been tested and verified for operation before the control system build took place, but that's currently up at that stage in the process before it goes out the door to have its final tests completed and be returned to its end user. So guys, project number 5. This current system is being manufactured for an NHS site to go look after a fuel tank that currently holds between 8 and 10,000 litres. The system is designed to keep the fuel in a specified condition to ensure it can provide stable and high quality fuel supply to the diesel generating engines that are currently on site. We've built the polishing system now. It's just currently having its control system manufactured and some indication lights and an emergency stop fitted to the door before it will be finally tested and then taken out to site for installation at the customer's site. So guys, I'm super excited about project number 6. This is our first Caterpillar asset that we've purchased as a business. This generator is a 550 kVA prime unit or a 600 kVA standby unit for our current in-house business projects. What we're going to use this generator for is our own hire purposes. As you guys have seen on our social channels, quite often when we look after customers' equipment, we have the need to take their generators off-site and put in a temporary hire set, which we use our current power partners for. That isn't going to mitigate the need for our power partners. What it's going to do is make us more efficient in-house and allow us to have our own equipment that we look after with our own adaptations that we need for our operations. This machine's currently just had its jack of water system installed. It's having a battery charging system installed for the auxiliary circuits, and we're about to install a unique power locking system, which not only increases our efficiency but the safety for the client while it's on hire. So guys, dare I say it, project number 7. This Caterpillar gas engine was recently removed from a hospital site over in Hull. It's now going to go through a rigorous rebuild process and alternator overhaul process and be brought back up to Pleavin Power standards and customer specification requirements before it hits the open market for sale and reinstallation at a hospital near you. Okay, so let's take a look at job number 8, or project number 8. This is an 800 amp ATI transfer switch, which is made up of a socket mech changeover panel and some copper droppers. It's currently about to be modified to incorporate a load of additional extras for the end user, some key switch functionality for the front door, and some BMS configurability to allow the customer to monitor it over their building management system before it's shipped out the door for install by the rest of the team. January saw a period of heavy investment for the business, which included a range of the Western Global fuel tanks. This one here pictured is a 2,000 litre tank, which we use currently for our own hire fleet that's growing on a daily basis. It also allows us to take emergency fuel supplies to customer sites and store large quantities of fuel in a safe manner and provide stable fuel supplies to any temporary emergency situations.